talking about what matters to your audience is arguably the most important thing you can possibly do. More important than how you say it, more than how you write, more than anything. And I've been doing something very wrong for my entire time that had to get so bad for me to finally realize what the crap I was doing wrong. And I figured that out. Excited. I wanted to share that as soon as possible. What happened is something that I see every single day at my job for the past over a decade. I cannot believe I did not notice this. We do something called outcome-oriented user stories. So this is where we make things focused on what the customer wants to get out of life instead of, well, I'm the engineer. I need to build something. I just want to know how to make something. So a little concrete. I'll show up and go, I'm going to write a little task that we need to get done today. I need to make it so we have a way to change this data to filter out different type of, things we got in there. So it's easier to see what we have there versus there, And our project manager will come in and go like, hey, he's a real nice guy. Every company, he has to be a nice guy. Like, hey, we've talked about this before. I know you learned it before, but you've forgotten it again. We need to write all our tasks about what the user wants. And that helps frame everything we do to accomplish exactly what's going to get the customer to want to give us money, which gets us paid so we have jobs and can eat food tomorrow. And I see when he's explaining this to me, he's doing the very thing right then. And man, there's a lot of patience in these guys. So this is exactly what we need to do here, and I've been screwing that up in YouTube. I have not applied it once. This 30-day challenge it's turned up the heat on so many things. This is freaking hard. But that has actually made enough pain to show me things that I've been blind to for a decade. In this case, if you look at the list of topics I created for the 30 days, that was an amazing learning experience already from this project, was thinking what are all the things I want to cover if I had a full end-to-end thing, and listing all those out. A lot of lessons came from that. But take a look at them. What do you notice about them? I think you might notice it already too. Every single one is me writing, what skill do I want to teach? What functional ability do I want to add into this system? The system being the audience, but it's the same damn thing. I did not even notice this after 3 weeks of doing this until I got to a topic idea that I wanted to do next that is so abstract that there's no freaking way I could do this. This has been slowing down my work a lot, which is terrible when we're trying to do one every single day and I have a life I'm hoping to live. Because I'll basically end up writing the script, bullet points faster, but it still takes time. And then I have to go back and how do I make a good intro? And what kind of welding do what's the tip of the spear that people really care about to make for the title? And that takes a lot of time to really understand and find a good one. Now we're doing it with what they call in project management outcome-oriented stories, and I'm starting from that step. So the thing that I ran into is this topic I want to start teaching, the 4 vocal archetypes. 4 vocal archetypes. It's so abstract. That's not even going to get search traffic. No one has heard of that topic. A couple of Vinjang nerds do, but this is not going to get me views, okay? And it was so glaringly bad that this finally made me realize, what the crap am I doing wrong? And I'm going to apply this here now. So I'm going to change that. The frame of an outcome-oriented story is, as a user, I want desired outcome so that I get this value. And I thought about what the value is. And this is something I can do while I'm walking, so this is easy to cram into this time-compressed process I have. So I'm taking the 4 vocal archetypes, which is what I want to teach, and thought about what do they really care about. This is really handy for a lot of things, and the most emotionally important to them is you can do longer speeches. You can hold people's attention for a very long time because using this, you can snap people's attention back over and over as many times as you need without it just burning out. So you can get to those 1 hour long keynotes that some people have to do. So I can reframe, hey, I give a shit about how to do 4 vocal archetypes, and change it into, okay, you know, as a newly promoted corporate exec that wants to be able to do a keynote really well for the first time so that you can get a lot of sales calls from the audience that you're presenting to at that conference. Once we say getting sales calls from the audience, this is already something that they are emotionally invested in. And I don't need to explain how that relates to getting them more money or all the other things they want in life. They're already up to that point in the chain. So I can hop off the train at that point. I just need to get them there. So I feel pretty good about this. Now I'm going back and going to change all of these bullet points on my list into these outcome-oriented style instead of feature builder style. It just having that question in your head makes you write these faster the first time instead of having it be this laborious problem to do after you've done the important work of writing how to do it. And this is something that when you're thinking about will naturally happen when you're just eating lunch or waiting in line, going for a walk. So I think a lot of this I will start getting for free now, but it's the most important thing. I'm excited to see start happening. So again, low on time. First take was even better. I'm on my way to the gym. It's the only time I had all day today. So go Titans.